Hey, you chickadees. I'm Lay Rooster. You're in the hen house. We've got patch 46, and it is the Deep Space Nine that we've all been waiting for a good long year since it was first teased. So it actually did show up. We've been talking about it forever, so that's great. Let's look into it, get some quick and dirty, and talk about what we are dealing with, and so far what we've heard about it and everything. So obviously we've got a nice picture of the Deep Space Nine, the wormhole, and our new officers. You knew we were going to get some of these folks, so that's a good start. Again, this should be a long multi-part arc. So we are going to be referencing the way things rolled out in the Next Generation, last big multi-part arc. I think they've been pushing and waiting for us to be able to have this. Let's see. They're talking about some of the things that Deep Space Nine are bringing with it over here. The big one is the co-op feature, the Alliance Starbases. So those have already started out there as of today. Once people were able to log in after the update broke the game, that kind of thing, we're back in now. So the Alliance Starbases, which we knew were coming, makes sense they would come with Deep Space Nine. We also have the new officers, Cisco and Kira and Miles O'Brien, so we'll check those out. Of course, there's some missions and stories and much, much more as they promised. Let's look here. So here's a little bit of the picture of the Alliance Starbase and all that. The Starbase, is one that you work on with your Alliance. They have an additional feeder page that's available for more information, just like they did on the Mantis and some other things. Right now, the base you build it together by getting the materials as an Alliance, doing these special Cardassian armadas and things like that. And then your Commodores and your Admiral can build the different pieces to the Starbase and make it better. And it goes out and it mines stuff. So it mines stuff for your Alliance to then go and work on part of that grind. So yes, it starts out mining. Now the thing is, the idea and what we've heard, is that this is the start of the Starbase, and it should really be growing from there. If you remember with the Next Generation and we got away teams early on, but there wasn't much to them, and then later they introduced the traits and the trait system and the dailies tied to it. It really became a lot more robust. Let's look and expect for Starbases to do that. They're going to have to roll this out over multiple arcs. So stay with the channel and subscribe and catch all the videos, and we'll be talking about it as it goes. So they are talking about that you're gonna harvest plasma with your Starbase because you needed more mining. But you must destroy the Cardassian stations, which is a new armada. It does take the same armada credits as normal armadas, so that's good. And the modules are going to give us benefits. It says like combat buffs or indirect by allowing us, we can get research, do research nodes in the new Starbase research tree. So that's coming. All right. And again, you got to work together, yada, yada, yada. And we're back. I had to shuffle a minor. All right. So again, there is a link. You can follow it and read some more about these, but we're going to be talking about these more and expect them to grow and develop over time. Then we go into our new officers. And, of course, we had to get Benjamin Sisko. We knew, we would have been very upset if we didn't. So let's look at his captain maneuver. Persistence is key. Increases armor, shield deflection, and dodge by X% of total health when fighting armadas. So this is like 5 of 10 / 5 of 11, but it's specifically for armadas. And now we have more armadas to do thanks to the mechanic of the station that mines. It'll go up. Also, his officer ability increases critical hit chance against armadas by X% every round, going up to 12%. So pretty cool. Going to give us some more in the armada focus. Let's look. A rare officer is Kira Nuris. Now, I noticed they say DS9, so just like we had Strange Tuna Strike Team as well as Strange New Worlds, let's see if we get refits on these as we go forward. But Kira is going to be a rare. Her captain's ability is reduce critical hit chance of Cardassian armadas by X% every round, so she'll negate that. Her officer ability will decrease armor, shield, deflection, and dodge of armadas by X% when you hit with a weapon, up to 30%, beginning at 10. All right, now Miles O'Brien. A lot of people have said they want it. A lot of people may not care. Let us know down below in the comments what you're thinking over there. All right, so Miles, I'm happy to see Miles. So his officer, not a captain ability, is Luck of the Irish. At the start of each round, X% chance to double shots only in armadas. So some doubling up, and he's an officer. for double shots, up to 50% chance to double shot. All right, his below deck. So he is a below deck officer here. He has warp core tuning, increases base warp speed by X% from 70% all the way up to 150%. So that'll really be a nice speed moving addition for folks. And of course, he'll have some synergy with Cisco and Kira and that kind of thing. So interesting. Let's see what you're thinking of them if you unlock them early. And as you get in there. Now, we do have a new set of refits, one for the Enterprise, the Augur, and the D4, as you might imagine, which I guess they look okay, kind of a red Mars-y thing. They're just the salvaged versions. And in each case, they increase all base mitigation stats by plus 200%. Again, this part just seems to be, well, we needed some skins we want to send out. There is a new projectile. Here's the little picture, the gold Cardassian disruptor. And a note, available only on the Star Trek Fleet Command web store. So one, it means it's available only for purchase, just so you know, in case you were unsure. And two, you have to use that Scopely ID, which they just made another big push recently with free badging units in order to get us to make more IDs. So if you're considering it, you're going to buy it not through the Apple or Android store. All right, and it increases all critical damage by 25%, so that's no small thing. We'll see. Now they made some new auto-active consumables. You'll notice at the end it says invading, or defending, or the winning server. These are all specific related to incursions, which seems to be a popular topic right now. Anyway, I'm sure we'll be talking more about incursions. Now, a change we were talking about on the streams that we've heard before is the new Federation, Klingon, and Romulan recruitment bundles. They're new bundles. We were telling people to hold off on spending their faction credits on this, so there will be new bundles. The old bundles will stay and are there if you're trying to farm transporter patterns or the officers themselves in there, but we will have new ones that you can spend for, and they are called Elite Recruit Tokens, 500 Elite tokens to pull. There'll be a 10% chance on the epics. Okay, and there's 8 officer shards per pull. So they've added some different officers in these pools. Like in Klingon, it notes Kang and Kress, but also of note H.G. Worf. So you don't have to just depend on the amalgam refinery pools for Honor Guard Worf, which is cool. It'll also include Bale, Galron, Martok, Kurl, Krell, and Mara, and some uncommons. Not a bad mix here. The Romulans have Sharvanak and Sela, Decius and Merrick, and Lenar Gioki, and Severus. So kind of low, but it should be easy to run those up if you do want. The Federation one will include Marcus, TOS Kirk, TOS Spock, and Pike. So that will help people who are working on that area. A lot of people are usually working on something. In fact, many people have unlocked Strange New Worlds Pike and that don't have Pike if they're newer players. Rare of note, Harrison is suddenly now completely free to play here. I said free to pay. My bad. I guess I'm used to having to say that. Yuki, Zhao, TOS Scotty, a bunch of TOSs, and Moreau. But Harrison in here, and the uncommons Leslie and Hendorf. So 2 of the ones that you had to buy in the store, and you usually bought it mainly for Leslie. But they're going to be available. They've gone free to play. So we'll have to see if that means there's going to be some new officers that come out that are paywall locked to replace these folks, and maybe over years that'll change. Who knows? Going to be a bunch of new missions that are going to talk about Deep Space Nine, about Starbases, and there's 19 new Bajoran systems where you'll find the Cardassian stations for armadas and all that. One of the big things that we're hearing from everywhere is the story missions that we usually click through really quick we're going to need to pay attention to them because there may be a lot of hints of what's going to happen in this ongoing arc if we really dissect what happens in the story missions. So be on the lookout for that as well, because we know the stations are expected to do more, and we'll see exactly what's happening. So we'll check that out. Just pay attention to your stories. Come down to the Twitch stream. Sometimes we do dramatic readings and have some fun with that. Anyway, we'll see. It's going to be frames and avatars as usual, and they fixed some bugs, and they might have even fixed this issue where 2 alliances could start the same armada and lose out on credits or directives. It'd be nice if that's fixed. We'll see. So other other pieces there. But that is the thing in a nutshell. So anyway, I hope you found this helpful, and hope you're enjoying it. Let me know what you're thinking. Is Deep Space Nine starting off to be something that is pleasing to you, or what? Comments down below. Remember to like and subscribe. We're pushing close to 900 subs and onward to 1,000 when we're going to do a PyCare cosplay on stream. So come check us out. Links to the Discord and the Twitch and the socials, etc. is all down below. You guys take care. CockADoodle do.